And innovation always happens in the next growth, and those who look for it will end up owning the future. In this case, it is the rise of the next generation food tech startups, and Zomato's IPO will mark the beginning of this revolution in
2 years back, Zomato was considered as a face of Indian startup ecosystem. Therefore, after Zomato went public, I invested in Zomato. But, turns out it wasn't the best investment decision I made.
Another stock, Zomato. That's not the second day running. It's a record low, selling continues. After the way Zomato stock price has fallen in just the last 2 trading sessions, it's fallen 20% in today's session.
So, here is my story, the story of a young college student who invested in the Zomato. In the July of 2021, Zomato got listed on a stock exchange at Rs 125 against the issue price of only 76 rupees, giving massive return of 66% to the investors. At that time, there was a lot of hype about Zomato in market. A lot of discussion were going on about how it will turn into a next potential multi-bagger. But in a short period of time, Zomato stock price started falling and falls below the issue price of Rs 76. At this moment, my greedy mind thought that company itself issued shares at Rs 76, and if I invest now, I will surely generate handsome amount of return on my investment. So I purchased the stocks at 70 rupees, thinking that और कितना ही नीचे जाएगा. But in the few weeks, this happened.
लेकिन यहाँ पर मंडे को कल की बात है, जैसे ही शेयर मार्केट खुला, आप देखिए स्टीप फॉल देखने को मिला और सोच के देखिए 41 रुपीस तक आ चुका है जोमेटो का शेयर प्राइस.
After big bang listing last year, the going has not been very smooth for Zomato. There have been ups and downs, but from an all-time high level, we've slipped almost 70%. And one.
Now I entered into panic mode, realizing that I don't really understand the business of Zomato. Zomato is not profitable yet, and I just invested my money relying on my gut feeling of और कितना ही नीचे जाएगा. I started panicking. I didn't have the courage to average it or sell it. I got paralyzed, so I just waited. After some months, Zomato recovered, and as soon as it reached the level of 80 rupees, I immediately sold all of my shares and booked profit of 14%. But here comes the twist in the story.
And a significant milestone for all the new age companies that have been listed. Zomato has reported net profits for the first time ever.
Let's move to the next one, and that is Zomato. By the way, Zomato is surging 5%. We have Nisha.
Zomato is the top news maker for today because the company has done a stellar performance in the Q1, where the food delivery platform swung into profits in the quarter gone by.
In next few quarters, Zomato turns profitable. Its share price shoots up to Rs 100 and don't know how far it will go. But investing in Zomato taught me a very important lesson of stock market. And applying the third lesson, I doubled my money. So you wouldn't like to miss that one. Do not invest in stocks whose business you don't understand. In this case, I didn't know business model of Zomato, their strategy to become profitable business, and how it will beat its competitors. And if you invest in stocks whose business you don't understand, you will panic. You might book a profit when the share price crashes. Instead of buying more, you will get paralyzed. So in future video, I'll share how I study the businesses. Even if you are an ordinary college student like me, you will learn how to study the businesses like I do. Lesson number 2, do not rely on a gut feeling of और कितना ही नीचे जाएगा. I have repeated this mistake several times and I still do. But as Benjamin Graham said, if you are doing the investment based on gut feeling, then friends, it's not a investing, it's a gambling. So try to avoid FOMO and try to see things rationally, avoiding buzz created by news and social media. Here is the most important lesson. Lesson number 3. Time in the market is more important than timing the market. You need to understand that there is no one that can predict the market. Means no one can say that this stock will go up to this and this will crash up to this. Hence, as a student of investing, need to identify good companies in market and stay invested in it for a long time. And using this lesson, friends, I doubled my money in just 2 years.
In a conclusion, I will say, if you are interested in investing, do not enter without study. Study the company's business model. Do your research. I'll be sharing here how I study the company and some companies that I have already studied. So you might consider subscribing. By the way, after this incident of Zomato, I studied the companies and I invested in one of it and doubled my money. If you want to know how, then click on a video. I will see you there.